this is a question I love to ask, and it's when something has gone horribly wrong, how it went wrong. You don't have to mention any names or say which company you were at, but just what went wrong, how did this happen, and maybe something that we could learn from so we don't make the same mistake.
Oh yeah, yep. I can. Yeah, I mean, I have probably have several examples. I think the best one, or at least the one that burns the most, like it's still like I really feel like I really screwed that one up, was when I was working in the Genetics Research Institute and doing natural language processing. The goal was to help curators, basically people like who have, or like molecular biologists who read all these papers and kind of distill it down and basically, annotate a lot of the data that we're like generating from like, analyzing genomes and things like that. And so the goal was to basically help them be able to understand the literature faster, and so that they could essentially scale up. And it was an absolute train wreck because I focused on the NLP, the computer science, the algorithms, and oh, look at, I got a great F1 score with this algorithm, and it just, and so we had tools at the end that we thought were great, were cool, were good for like getting papers published and talking to colleagues about. And it was a total disconnect from the way they work, like the curators work. So it's like this idea of, oh, I'll build this great technical tool and everybody will come to it. It's like, no, I mean, you have to bring your tool to the end user. They're busy enough struggling, and yeah. So it was really a mess. I should have involved like those people more earlier on. So I really value people who have like user experience, UX experience, and understand like human factors, human interaction kind of things. Those people are super, super valuable. And it's, I'm sorry I haven't worked more with them, but yeah. So please, yeah. So that's my train wreck story for the morning, for the day.
Yeah, those guys, they didn't care much about your F score.
No, they didn't. You're right. It didn't help anybody solve. It did not solve their problem, and that's so like, what was I doing? Why was I bothered then? So no,
Yeah, and
that was big.
you hear it time and time again, right? Like, make sure you're actually solving a business problem. It doesn't matter what
Yeah.
cool algorithm you're using or how fast you can get it into production. If it's not
Right.
really doing anything, then
Yeah.
what are you there for?
Right. And it's okay. I mean, a lot of these things are intellectually interesting and they're challenging and you want to do them, and that's great. I mean, that that's still good. It's just, but it just needs to be, balanced with this idea of like, we're building a bridge and we got to build it all the way across the river, and so we can't go 90% of the way.
Yeah, yeah.
That's, yeah, which I've done many times.
And then you go back,
And I go
or
back.
just abandon ship.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.